First drive. The 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9 makes the case for ditching gas for good. Let's be honest, most objections to electric vehicles sound convincing until you meet an EV like the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 9. It doesn't just aim to match gas-powered SUVs, it goes a step further and dares to be better. With 3 rows, legitimate towing capability, long range and smart technology, Hyundai's latest electric flagship obliterates the outdated myths still clinging to electric cars. So here's the challenge. If you still think an EV won't work, for your lifestyle it might be time to look again. Because the Ioniq 9 has arrived, and it's ready to change your mind. Every obstacle, obliterated Hyundai, knows that skepticism around EVs runs deep. Range anxiety, charging hassles, cold weather, limitations, towing concerns, and tech confusion. Instead of ignoring those worries, the Ioniq 9 confronts them directly with real solutions. 3 rows that actually fit adults. Let's start with space. The 3rd row in many SUVs is reserved for small kids or short trips. Not in the Ioniq 9. Even 6-foot-tall passengers can stretch out comfortably in the back row. That's an impressive feat for any SUV, let alone an electric one. All passengers also benefit from Hyundai's serious safety game, including 10 airbags and a goal of achieving top scores from NHTSA and IIHS. All-weather, all-wheel assurance. Think. You need all-wheel drive for snowy mornings or gravel back roads. The Ioniq 9 offers 2 types of AWD, a standard setup for everyday confidence and a performance variant that adds serious punch. That's on top of a rear-wheel drive base model for those in milder climates who want maximum range and value. Yes, it tows. If you've been avoiding EVs because you need to tow, Hyundai's got your back. With AWD, the Ioniq 9 can handle 5,000 pounds of towing, and the RWD version still manages 3,500 pounds. Perfect for your fishing boat, pop-up camper, or utility trailer. Range for the real world. The Ioniq 9 offers between 311 and 335 miles of range depending on configuration, which puts it well above the EV average and ahead of its Kia EV9 sibling. Hyundai achieved this through aerodynamic efficiency, an innovative cooling system, and a big battery, 110.3 kWh to be precise. You're covered for long hauls, and when it's time to recharge, Hyundai includes the new NACS, Tesla-style charging port, giving you access to Tesla's supercharger network. You'll also get adapters for other stations, plus plug-and charge compatibility and full integration with the Hyundai BlueLink app for streamlined access to most public networks. Tech that anticipates your needs. Hyundai has gone full tilt on in-car tech, not just catching up with competitors, but looking to outpace them. You'll find hands-on highway driving assist OTA, over-the-air, software updates, phone as key functionality, upcoming support for Apple CarPlay. Ultra everything's built to integrate with your digital life, seamlessly and securely. Ownership that saves you money. The cost to keep an Ioniq 9 on the road is a major selling point. Annual charging costs based on EPA data from the Kia EV9 sit between $850 and $950. Compare that to a diesel-powered Chevy Tahoe at $2,200, or a V8 version that climbs to $3,600 per year. Even Hyundai's own Palisade burns through $2,200 a year in fuel. What's more, Hyundai sweetens the deal with your choice of a free Level 2 home charger or $400 in charging credits. And with far fewer moving parts than a combustion engine, the Ioniq 9 drastically cuts down on maintenance. No oil changes, fewer service visits, less long-term hassle. Cold weather confidence. EV critics often point to cold weather as a major drawback. Hyundai engineered around that. The Ioniq 9 features new battery chemistry and a smart thermal management system that helps it retain 10% more energy in freezing conditions than other EVs. And if the battery is dead, plug it in, and the heater activates instantly, even before charging begins, so you're never stuck waiting for warmth. It goes where gas SUVs can't. Let's go beyond the basics. The Ioniq 9 isn't just about competing, it's about innovating in ways combustion-powered vehicles simply can't match. Power your house with bidirectional charging capability, and the optional Hyundai Home system, the Ioniq 9 can literally keep your lights on during an outage. Even without the full setup, interior outlets let you run appliances, charge electronics, and stay connected for days. That includes standard 120-volt AC outlets, powerful USB-C ports, capable of charging laptops without a power brick. You don't get that from a Tahoe. Not without flaws, no vehicle is perfect, and the Ioniq 9 does have a few drawbacks worth considering. Charging speed varies while it charges quickly at 350 kWh stations, 10 to 80% in just 24 minutes. Most Tesla superchargers still use 400-volt architecture, which means a slower 40-minute stop for the same range boost. Hyundai recommends 2 shorter charging sessions on long trips rather than 1 extended break. Subscriptions. AddUp BlueLink is free for the original owner, but later owners will need to pay. The vehicle's onboard data connection also becomes a 25-month cost after 3 months or 3 GB. It's not outrageous, but it's worth budgeting for. Cargo caveats. The overall cargo space is generous, but the sloped tailgate design limits access to bulky items. If you're constantly loading oversized gear, this could be an issue. The front trunk, is a nice touch, but most of its space is taken by the tire kit and charging accessories, unless you opt for the rear drive base model, which sacrifices AWD for a slightly bigger frunk. Driving dynamics. Surprisingly fun. Unapologetically comfortable driving the Ioniq 9 is a revelation. For something this large, it feels surprisingly nimble, thanks to the eGMP platform and the low center of gravity provided by the underfloor battery. Quick, no matter the version. The top-spec AWD model puts down 422 HP and 512 lb-ft of torque, sprinting from 0 to 60 mph in just 4.9 seconds. The standard AWD gets there in 6.2 seconds, and even the RWD version does it in a respectable 8.4 seconds. Comfort meets control. The ride is smooth and composed, striking a balance between floaty and firm. It won't glide quite like a Genesis, but compared to a traditional gas SUV, there's no competition. It's also remarkably quiet, thanks to borrowed noise-canceling tech from Genesis that keeps road roar to a minimum, though the 21-inch wheels on higher trims can thump over rough pavement now and then. Brakes done. Right, unlike many EVs that struggle with brake feel, the Ioniq 9's pedal is firm and natural, with no awkward transition between regenerative and mechanical braking. You also get fully adjustable regenerative settings, including smooth one-pedal driving. Interior experience. A lounge on wheels. The cabin is one of the Ioniq 9's standout features. Hyundai designed it to feel more like a modern living room than a typical SUV, and it succeeds. Premium comfort in every row-top trims offer power captain's chairs in the first and second rows, complete with reclining relax modes and footrests. Even the third-row seats can be adjusted from the front. Touchscreen. That's next-level family comfort.